Hi, I'm Billie Piper and I play Rose Tyler.
And I'm Camille Coduri and I play Jackie Tyler.
My favourite character trait for Rose is how willful she is, and how unafraid of conflict she is. She can be really quite confrontational, and that I really enjoy that, admire that.
I like Jackie's. I like her gobbiness, and I like the moaning. I like the complaining and that.
I think they probably recognise themselves and their families in the Tylers.
Very down to earth, aren't they?
Yeah, really down to earth. And but also I think maybe because they sort of relaunched the series and it went all right, it went quite well. Maybe there's an affinity there. I think probably more that they can see their mum in Jackie, or they can see an aunt in Jackie, or they can see themselves in Rose, or
and they want to be Rose, yeah. And a family also that could speak for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And where suddenly you go, oh wow, a down-to-earth family, not a cold, distant sort of relationship, you know, like in the early days, but an introduction to an ordinary kind of life.
But I feel like the older ones, maybe, and maybe you know, I don't know, everybody in them, they were slightly more middle class, or
yeah, safe
to
say that, definitely, yeah, they were, weren't they? Apart from perhaps Ace, but we are brilliant. To be fair, we were cool, weren't we?
We were really cool.
We were, weren't we?
What I really like is that I feel like I spent some formative years with Camille, and it was my first big acting job, and for so many reasons it was a really meaningful experience and one that I'll treasure for my entire life. And so I have that with Camille. I have that we shared that really life-changing for me moment, and we don't really see a great deal of each other out of Doctor Who land, but it's immediately there when we hang out, and it feels like a sort of
don't need to keep each other warm, or
no, it's easy.
Just pick up from where we.
It's easy and warm, and it has, and it reminds me of a genuine sort of mother-daughter relationship.
Oh, I echo that lovely statement. I mean, I adore Billie, and I adored Rose, and we met at the read-through, didn't we? And it was a great big room, wasn't it, with loads of people.
Was it a football stadium or a rugby? It was a rugby.
It was the Millennium Stadium.
It was it, yeah.
So it was the big.
Terrifying. Yeah. Why do they do it in there? It's so overwhelming.
I was on the tube and we were stuck in a tunnel, and I thought, I'm going to miss the train to the read-through of probably the most important day of my entire life. I'm going to balls it all up for everybody. I'm not going to be there. And it was heaving, and everybody was crushed in the days when you could crush in. And I let out a whelp and slid down the wall of the tube. Oh. And everyone suddenly cleared and made away, and then the train got moving again. I got off the train and I rang Lovely Noakes and said, hold the train for me, I'm coming. She said, I'm holding.
Oh yeah, I remember
then she's held the door open, but it was terrifying, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember looking over at Russell T.
Thank God he's so gorgeous. He makes every really awful, stressful, out of body experience feel
like a picnic.
He could paint a murder scene in a positive light. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He really could.
Yeah.
He could put a really good spin on something awful, which is basically what he does with his drama. Yeah. I worry about it, and then it's okay.
Oh, I love you. It's always okay, isn't it? I love that. Oh, the worry about. Yeah.
Horrible faces.
I do a lot of body work, I realise. I hold myself and I
Yeah, I do.
squint my fingers and hands and I think, God, you would not be doing that.
I know. I like not having to do hair and makeup for, well, obviously we did a bit today. But like, there's a freedom to do an audio that you don't necessarily have on screen.
And an intimacy as well, isn't there?
Yeah, and an intimacy. Yeah.
With that mic, and you can imagine
Yeah, you
the
can imagine
listeners.
the little kids listening.
And I
or
love that.
The fans, you know,
Yeah.
whatever age. Yeah, I
It's
get
so
that too.
great.
It's quite
So
cute.
great.
Ooh, what was the one we did just before the Christmas?
Yeah, yours,
Your
Emily.
one? Yeah,
Love
the
that.
Road Planet
My
was
favourite.
great. We love the Road
I
Planet.
love doing that. Yeah, that was brilliant.
But they're all brilliant, obviously.
Yeah, no, they are all brilliant. They are brilliant because they're just this huge fantasy, aren't they?
Yeah.
This huge sci-fi world of anything goes. So you can bring in anything. Death, life, monsters, the darkness, ulterior worlds. It's all a bit genius, really. And also with the writing, I think, you know where you are. You asked earlier about what's it like does it, back into character, do you need? Sometimes it's just there in
It's
that
already
one
there,
line, isn't
yeah.
it? It's there.
With that episode particularly.
I love a cliffhanger. That was one hell of a cliffhanger. We're saying nothing about that, by the way.
I hope you enjoyed this video.
And hope you enjoyed the Dimension Canon.
Hope you enjoyed everything.
And click on your likes.
Yeah, like us.